Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Moxie for Nick, and this is my battle for round 1 of the playoffs for the Major Pokemon League Season 4. And I am going up against Eric, aka Ashton, coach of the AS Rowlet. So, if you did not check out the team builder and you want to see my team and see what I'm bringing and just kind of learn what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and that kind of stuff, check that out. I'll probably leave a link down below unless I'm too lazy. But Eric is a guy that I've already played twice in this season. Well, I've actually played him one more time. It was in the March Madness tournament, first time, and I lost that time. But I lost him both times this season, so I'm overall 0-3 versus him. Hoping to pick up my first dub versus him in the season and just in general. But you know, it's a big game. This is round 1 of the playoffs. I'm the 4 seed at 7-5. He's the 1 seed at 10-2. The other games, 2 seed Lynx versus 3 seed Turbo, and they're both 8-4. So the winner of that plays the winner of our game. And then in the other conference, we have, I think, Merc playing a Reckless, and then Carson's playing Greg. So the winner of those games will play each other. Then the winner of the games of the winners play each other. If that makes sense. I mean, I have the whole bracket on the MPL doc. If you want to check it out, I'll link that down below. But anyways, so I'm bringing Kingdra. It's just Dragon Dance. That's pretty cool. Sylveon's defensive. It's got Curse and Baton Pass, fun stuff. Scolpede's Life Orb, 3 attacks, Protect, plays Canada's Choice Scarf. Mew has 3 attacks and Rocks with the ICMZ, and Stunfisk is 4 attacks with the Citrus Berry. So if you want to learn more about my sets and what I'm bringing, I mean, I briefly went over it just now, but if you want to learn more, then you can check out my team builder. But he brings the Whimsicott, Celesteela, Diggersby, Marowak, Alolan Form, Toxapex, and Latias. So he brings the scary stuff. I was kind of hoping he would bring a couple of those things. Toxapex, I was hoping he wouldn't bring. I thought he might bring Cobalion, or yeah, I think that was one of mine I expected to come. I think it was one of mine I kind of thought would come. I think it was Galvantula. Kind of thought might come just because he brought it the first time. I had trouble dealing with it. He did not bring the second time. It was good versus me the first time. It's a pretty big threat versus me. But he did not bring Galvantula. He brought all the scary stuff. I mean, the other stuff that he could have brought was scary, but he did bring a lot of fast stuff, a lot of scary stuff. Well, not a super fast team. I mean, he's got Whimsicott, he's got Latias, Diggersby could be Scarf, but I said that he's actually got a pretty slow team. I thought he'd bring his fast stuff. Instead of like these two, I thought he'd bring Galvantula and Cobalion, so that would have been a very fast team, especially if Diggersby was Scarf. But, anyways, I guess I'll just get into the battle. My plan originally was to lead with Mew, unless we brought Marowak and Toxapex, because then I didn't want Mew to be in a bad lead matchup, and then if he brought Toxapex, I didn't want me to still want to have Mew around later. So that's why I'm not going to lead with Mew, I'm going to lead with my Stunfisk. Let me actually explain real quick why this is on Showdown. You know, there's been a lot of issues with genning as of late, and it's very tough for people to gen, like a lot of, you know, normal genners like Rogue, who I always get. He can't gen anymore, at least not right now, because you know, got kind of fucked by Nintendo. So that is unfortunate, and I mean, same with a lot of other genners. I think Ashton was able to gen his team, and I think I had my team gen, but the person was not able to trade, at least when I was available, and when I wanted to battle Ashton. So I was like, you know what, let's just do it on Showdown. He was fine with that, so let's just get into the battle. And it was a good one for sure. So, he leads Diggersby, I lead Stunfisk. Not a great matchup, but I don't have a good switch-in. Earthquake typically has everything on my team, so I have to stand. I go for Empower Ice. It did not do as much as my stab move as the Earth Power, so I don't know why I went for that in hindsight. Earth Power, I think, would have 2KO'd, but HP Ice didn't. That's kind of dumb. But he went for Short Stance, turn 1. A little scary, so that's, you know, pretty out, and he just kills me with that. But I get a Static, which is pretty cool. So, we're down 5-6 immediately, so that is not a good start. He's paralyzed and a little weakened, so I can bring my Mew. Now, if I went for my stab move earlier, I would have done a little more damage, and I think Psychic would have killed, but that's what does the most damage. So I need to go for my Z Ice move here, because that's the only thing that kills, and I don't want him to live, and then he get off another hit. I thought he'd go for the Quick Attack, but turns out he actually didn't have that. He was Double Dance, and with Return and Knockoff, so he did not have Quick Attack like I thought he would, so he wouldn't have been able to have 2 Quick Attacks, but I switch out into Marowak, and my Sub-Zero Slammer does nothing. He's left over, so it proves he's you know, a more defensive set and has Rocks, which I thought he would, because he did not bring his other rocker being Cobalion, so he only has 1 rocker that he brought, so I assumed it was this, and assumed it was a more defensive set, which he's brought the past couple times. So we just both get Rocks there, so that's not too bad. He only has 1 right getting hazards, which is Defog on Latias, and I could have Defog on Mew, but I don't, so most likely hazards are here for the rest of the game. So he goes for Shadow Bone, as my Sylveon can take that pretty well, because he is defensive and not too offensively invested. Does not have the thick club, so that's pretty good. Or I think think it's called Thick Club. So I go for the Curse, and I just eat that up, because Sylveon, with the +1 defense, is pretty fat. I go for Wisher, just to get back some health. He does have the Haze, so I was just kind of scouting for it here, so I'm for the Hyper, just to scout his set a bit. Looks like he's completely defensive. So I'm back at full health. So now I go for the B-Pass, just in case if he wanted to switch. He knows most of my set now, but he can kind of figure that out. Or he kind of was able to figure that out once he saw Curse. He'd probably assume that I have the B-Pass. So let me actually slow it down. The battle's always on fast when but I always have to change it to normal because I realized it's going really fast. So I went into Mew, as I said, with T-Spike, and I realized, oh, yikes, that's bad. I don't want my team to get poisoned, so I go into Scolpede immediately so I can get rid of those, which is nice. Last time I did not bring Scolpede, so his T-Spikes were able to stay up all game. But now they're not, because Scolpede's there, but it takes rocks damage, which is unfortunate. So I make a pretty nice double into Mew, I guess. No, I thought he'd go into Celesteela, I guess that's why. He went to Latias, so here he's fearing the Ice move, so... Or no, that was on the... Wait, let me back up. No, so what did I do? Oh, no, okay. Oh, never mind. Okay, that was going too fast, man. I'm kind of lost here, but my Scolpede was in versus his Toxapex. I couldn't do too much to him. I don't 2K him, so I switched out in my Mew as he switched into Latias, who made a good play. Then he doubles into his Toxapex, predicting me to... no, he doubles into Toxapex as I went for... Wait, no. No, he switched out Toxapex and went to Latias. Wait. No, okay. Oh, wait. No, he brought in Toxapex. No, he switched... Okay, no, sorry, I'm confusing myself a lot. He switched into Latias the turn before, as Scolpede was in, then I switched into Mew. Then he brought in Toxapex, and he's bringing back in Latias. Sorry, it's very confusing. This is a pretty long game, so that cycle kind of happened a lot with Latias and Toxapex and stuff. So I go for Icy Wind as he goes for the Reflect, showing he's probably the same set, or at least a very similar set to the last two times. So most likely he has a Light Clay. It looks like he's pretty defensive based on that damage from Icy Wind. So I go to my Blaziken, which seems kind of weird, and I'm hoping he doesn't have any offensive move, or especially not a Psychic move. I go for Brick Break to break his screen. He does not know if I'm Scarfed yet because he's at -1 speed, so he might not be Scarfed. He has not a confirmation on that. I am Scarfed, but he does not know for certain yet. As I'm just going to keep going for the Brick Break, as he is going to keep trying to set up screens, but eventually he's going to have to reach, so eventually he will not have any screens up, but I think I just keep clicking Brick Break until he switches out, because I don't want his screens up, and I don't want him to find an opportunity to set up. So I think I doubled into Sylveon, as he goes into Whimsicott, which is an interesting play, but I guess, you know, it's fine if I went for Brick Break. So here, I think I'd just go for a Baton Bash just to see what he does, see if he switches, and, do I do that? Yes. So now, this was a tough play to decide what I want to bring in, but I do bring the Blaziken. I was fearing he would have the Fire Berry, I think Akka. Yeah, it's called the Akka Berry. I was kind of fearing he would have that, in which case he could live it and then probably knock me out. So I think I go for, no, what do I go for? I think I go for a knockoff, though, just because I don't think you're staying in, and if you do, you probably have Akka Berry anyways, as you do go into Toxapex and get rid of your Shuka Berry. So that's kind of nice. We see what your set is a little more. So it's just kind of nice to get rid of that. So I go into Mew, because Mew can you know, dish out some decent damage to us and pressure it. Pretty much the best thing I have in my team to pressure it. So he does get the burn there, which is a little unfortunate for me, but it's kind of nice. Obviously, I get the Synchronize, and I get some more chip damage on him, so that's kind of nice. So now I think I double here. Yes, I do. Into Sylveon, I think is where I predict a Latias switch in, I think. Right, yeah, that was where I made a good play, so, ooh, go me. So, and now he sets up some screens, as I think I just, no, I wish. Now I go into my Blaziken because I want to break his screens, and Blaziken can get back to full health now from the wish, which is kind of cool. I wanted to try to wish pass into my Mew to try to keep that thing healthy, but I can break his screens at least and not keep them up. So Blaziken's doing a good job of breaking his screens and not allowing him to stay up. So shout out to Blaziken. The nice tech Scarf Brick Break is working out pretty well. So I go right back. I go into Sylveon because he can't really touch me a whole lot. I don't think he is a poison stab move, and even then it shouldn't 2KO. So I can use this as a chance to wish and get some other stuff in my team healthy. So I wish, and I want to go into Mew here, but I know last time he was offensive. He did not bring it last time, but he brought it the first game. And he was offensive. He had the Z Ghost move, and I'm thinking he could have a similar set, if not the same set this time. So I wanted to go into Mew, try to wish pass into that, but I was fearing that, so I do stay in with Sylveon. Take that pretty well as I just hyper, get off some really nice damage in this, and then it's dead on rocks, which is awesome. So the T-Spikes are still up, so I'm hoping I can go into Scolpede kind of soon and get rid of them. Gets a crit on the last, I think I have Baton Pass, expecting him to switch. The crit was a little unfortunate since Sylveon's kind of weak, but I bring in Scolpede, get rid of the T-Spike, and that's nice. So here, I click Protect because he probably is almost max speed, probably cannot speed me naturally, but I can get the +1 speed now, so that is pretty good. So now I go for a Rock Slide, just in case we went to Celesteela. I think I do. I could have missed, but I was just hoping I wouldn't if he did stand. Just because that way it does a little more to Celesteela. I can get some more chip damage on that, and it's pretty good. He goes into this. So here, I could have 2-go'd him from that point, but I thought he would heal that turn. But I think he just goes for a Scald or something. Yeah, so he does just that. So it does a solid 12% about. So here, I go for Wish, thinking he'll recover at some point, but he goes for Scald again. So I can't live another hit, I don't think. Maybe if I get a roll, I can live another Scald, but I switch out. I know I'm dead to rocks. I want to keep Sylveon alive, but I feel I don't want to waste my Wish. I don't want to try to, I don't know, I guess just go for something, I guess Hyper Voice and stay in, and then have him kill my Scald and waste my Wish. So I go into Mew, because this is a good chance to get Mew healthy. I can live a Scald. He heals there, so he got me there, so I could have stayed with Sylveon and then got my Sylveon healthy and then wished into something else, but I didn't think he would recover that turn. Thought I might not even have it because he had 3 attacks, and he had shown 3 attacks, and I don't know, I feel like he would have gone for it at that point if he did have it, so I kind of started to think he did not have it, but he did have recover, so he went for it there. Anyways, he goes into Marowak as I think I just go for Psychic or something. No, I go for Icy when expecting Latias. I don't need much. Speed drop doesn't really matter, but cool. The lefties even cancel out the damage from Ice Winds. That's kind of funny. So here I go right into my Sylveon to sack it off because I don't have a good switch in, and that's the best thing I have. He goes for Shadow Bone. It's the best chance I have to bring in Kingdra, so I sack off my Sylveon. I can bring in Kingdra and start threatening him. So I think I go for Dragon Dance here, as I know he's most likely going to go into Toxapex and then can Haze, which is a little scary. But with the burn, I think I can maybe kill with a +1 Outrage plus a neutral Outrage. So it does a good chunk. I forget high enough rolls that is, which I think that was a pretty high roll. So shout out to Mermaid there for doing good stuff. So here another Outrage will kill, but he switches out that way he can come back in with the regen. And he sacks off his Dagger Speed, which is smart. So we're starting to come back a bit in the game. Kingdra is looking threatening. Okay, this game, it was kind of tough for me. Okay, the start, I was on the back foot, from the very start, and I managed to play my way around, managed to pivot, and keep stuff healthy with Sylveon and use it as a nice pivot, and I was able to do decent and find a position for Kingdra to come in and start to threaten his team. Kingdra's my win con. Kingdra's my way of winning this game, or at least breaking through his team to maybe versus Scolipede can win, but with Rocks up and Life Orb, Scolpide's not looking too likely to do that. But Kingdra is the one thing that's keeping me in this game and giving me a chance, and I need to play very wisely. Wisely? Is that a word? Very smartly. Is that a word? I need to use my Kingdra very well, and be smart with it. So, we killed this Diggersby there, which is cool. We're starting to come back, at least in terms of kills. So he brings in Latias here. He might have attacked a Dragon move, I'm not sure. He could have Dragon Balls. He's not showing his 4th move. It's probably a Healing Wish, but he won't show it till he uses it, and then he'll die. So he can't really... I can't really find out his 4th move till it's kind of too late, because he'll already be dead, so it won't really matter. So I just go into Blaziken. Now just Brick Break, just don't allow him to get his screens up, get a crit, or no, yeah, that was crit. Didn't matter a whole lot, it's not doing too much more anyway, so, I think he had double here. That wasn't really, well, okay, let me explain that. So I wasn't really expecting this switch, but it worked out really well. It makes sense why he made this play. But I just went to Kingdra because I thought, well, he doesn't have any attacks on Latias, I'm pretty sure, unless he's bluffing hardcore. But I don't think he does, so I ignored my Kingdra and started setting up here. But he went into this, which is perfect, because I can take it from this pretty well and set up right in its face. So I Dragon Dance, and Kingdra's looking like a threat. So he goes for Shadow Bone, does a little bit, not a lot though, he's not offensive, so we take that pretty well. So I can just go for Waterfall here and knock him out, as I think that's what he'll do. He goes into Toxapex, which can take this pretty well. So Outrage kills him here, which I know. So Waterfall does not kill him here, but I decide, you know what, he can Haze, he has to Haze here, he's not gonna heal. He's gonna Haze here. So I'll be neutral, but I can kill him the following turn. I don't wanna lock myself in because he's still around, and that's just really scary. And I don't wanna lock myself into my Dragon move and have him bring his steal it, and that's just bad. So he sacks off Whimsicott, that way he can get some more health back on Toxapex with the regen. As I go for Outrage here, because I figure I need to do it. He's gonna die to burn if I don't kill him with Outrage. So he goes for Haze. I know he's gonna do it, but that's alright. He's gonna die to burn. So we're sitting at 4-3 now. We're picking up some kills with our Kingdra. It's doing good. Yeah, he picked up 2 kills, and then... Actually, no, technically... No, I guess technically Mew got the kill for the burn on Toxapex, and then Whimsicott died to Rock, so Mew actually got 2 kills. It's pretty cool. So Kingdra is locked in Outrage as he brings in his Celesteela. So I'm faster now. I go for Outrage. Does a chunk, not a lot. Does okay amount, but he goes for Flame Charge, which is looking very scary. So I'm locked into 3-turn Outrage, so that's a little scary. Because it's just, I mean, it's kind of good and bad. I'll explain it after, but he goes for another Flame Charge. He's a +2 now. So I'm not sure if he can outspeed my Scolipede at +1 now. I'm not sure the math. He said he cannot. I didn't bother doing the math yet, but he said he cannot outspeed my Scolipede about +1, and he's at +2. So he goes. Okay, so this next turn he goes for another Flame Charge. I guess slight spoilers, but not a big deal. So he's faster than me, obviously, because he's a +2, and I'm confused. So this turn is monumental. Now I should be able to live any one hit. You can't see it because this thing's blocking it. I'm at I think 37%. I should be able to live any one hit from this thing. I think. So it comes down to if Kingdra can not hit itself and can get off this hit and kill Celesteela, I'm looking very good. If Kingdra hits herself, then I should die, or at least be in range of him to kill me with another attack. And then I still have somewhat of a chance, but it's a lot harder. So Kingdra, this turn kind of decides the game. Not exactly, not definitely, but this turn is monumental. So Kingdra, please pull through. I'm hoping. He goes Flame Charge, does nothing, gets no speed boost. So Kingdra, need to break through, need to attack, and we do. We knock out Celesteela, and that is huge. That is huge. Oh my god, we're looking good. We're looking very good. I don't think Gladius has any attacks. I should be able to outspeed Marowak and kill it. So let's switch out just so that I can bring that thing back in later, and then not hit myself in confusion. So I just bring in Blaziken. I'm just gonna click knockoff just a lot. I'm hoping he's not gonna roost and stall me out if he doesn't have any attacks, which he doesn't. He has Healing Wish as his last move. You'll see in a minute or in a second. Yeah, he goes right here, doesn't know him yet. There's no point. He's not gonna stall me out. There's no real point in him doing that. He couldn't. I don't think he had enough roosts and stuff to PP stall my full team, so I think I was alright. Mew was burned though, so he could have kind of stalled Mew. But I mean, Blaziken had a lot of knockoffs, and even then I could have switched out, brought it back in, gone for a lot of other moves. So I just keep going for knockoff. He goes for Earthquake. I live it, so that's cool. I just keep going for knockoff, sack off Blaziken, and then I'm gonna bring in Kingdra. I get the Curse by there, which is kind of funny. Glad it was not the turn before. Wouldn't really matter. I guess, yeah, I think with the Reflect, he could live a Waterfall if I didn't get off that other knockoff, but now he does not. I get a crit, does not matter, but, the Brain Kingdra and knock him out, and we win. Whew, that was tough. GG, Ashton. Good game, man. It was so intense. It came down to, not hacks, but came down to a factor that we couldn't really do anything about. It came down to the 50-50 of me hitting myself or not. I don't think it exactly came down to that turn. Like, if I hit myself, I think it's somewhat of a chance, but I think it was maybe in his favor to win, and if I didn't hit myself, which I didn't, then that was pretty much guaranteed to win, unless if Gladius can maybe stall out my full team, which I don't think it would have. I mean, yes, especially because my Kingdra's Dragon Dance too, so I could have set up on it, but whatever. Regardless, we win in a 3-0, which I feel like the score does not show how close this game was. This game was so close, and I was so into it. My heart was pounding, and Kingdra pulled through. Mermaid picks up, I guess it was 3 kills, yeah. We killed Marowak, killed Diggersby, we killed Celesteela, then Toxapex died to the burn from Mew, to synchronize, and then Whimsicott died to the Stealth Rocks from Mew, then Latias, Healing Wish while Blaziken was on the field. So Blaziken got 1 kill, Mew got 2, Kingdra got 3, so Kingdra pulls through and is clutch in this game, and we get a dub, and we are moving on. Now, I do know who won between the Lynx and Turbo, so if you do not want to get spoiled there, you can just click off this video now, and then, I guess search one of their channels, and hopefully their video's up by now, and then you can find their battle. But if you do want to get spoiled and want to know who I'm playing next week right here, right now, I'll tell you, I am playing Turbo. He won, he beat Lynx. Lynx scores a 3-0, I think it was a 3-0, maybe a 2-0. It was pretty close. I watched it on Showdown. I also did it on Showdown because of the genning issue. But we're playing Turbo, so I beat him earlier in the season. I also beat Lynx, so I played both them one time, and I beat them both one time, but it'll be a little tough to see how I build, because I feel like the team I brought last time was really good, but, like, I don't know. I don't want to bring the exact same team, and I'm not going to. I'm going to change things up, going to see how I'm going to roll with it. But anyways, this game, I can't believe I won. It was so intense. GG Ashton, finally able to take him down. I was the first kind of real loss for him, quote-unquote. I mean, he had 2 other losses that were both kind of hacksy, so, you know. But we do beat Ashton. We take down the king. Not the actual king. He didn't win last season. He wasn't in last season. But he was the highest in the standings and just dominated all season. So after losing to him 2 times in the regular season, we beat him now, and it feels good. It feels great. Kingdra, he came through clutch. Way to go, Mermaid. Way to go. So next week, playing Turbo. That should be a fun game. And I'm just going to shut up now, and I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.